Russia held the joint voting day. And these so-called elections demonstrated several important points. First, the Kremlin was unable to organize elections in the Kursk region. They even came up with a new euphemism, territorial uncertainty conditions. That is, there were elections in the region, but people could not vote, which once again emphasizes that the Kremlin needs these farce to imitate democracy and not to express the will of people. Moscow also held another illegal election campaign in Crimea.
The European Union does not recognize holding of these so-called elections, neither the result, they are null and void, and cannot produce any legal effects whatsoever. Russia's leaderships and all those who participated in organizing and implementing these so-called elections will be held accountable and face consequences for this. And there is only one clear way out of this, the way out of Russian war against Ukraine, that Russia immediately stops its hostilities against Ukraine, stops the aggression and the attacks, withdraws its military forces from the territory of Ukraine, and reinstates the respect for territorial integrity, sovereignty and independence of Ukraine.
By the way, the Kursk region had a record turnout. Ella Pamfilova, head of the Central Election Commission, explained this by the fact that people united in the face of danger. Indeed, the state lost control of a part of the region, and people unanimously decided to support this policy on the elections. We believe in that, yes. It is so logical. In fact, such a turnout was made so that if any disputes begin about the fact that the elections were not held in the entire territory, they will claim that everything was within the law. And what about results? It is very unexpected. All current heads of regions and acting heads won with a confident victory. Once again, all heads won with a confident victory. But the main question of these elections is not who was appointed as the winner, but will be a mass public mobilization announced after them or not. Against the backdrop of a rapid increase in payments to mercenaries, skepticism is heard in Russian regional media about the fact that this will cause a surge in those willing to go to the front, because the amounts of one-time payments are already decent and amount to the annual income of ordinary Russians for several years, just one payment. Now the Russian Federation has enough middle-aged people to fight, then there is a demographic hole with huge ethnic imbalances. In 5 to 7 years, only the new Russians from Central Asia will be able to continue confronting NATO in Ukraine. Unless an additional population will be captured. The Kyiv in 3 days scenario was quite rational for them and their point of view. But what is happening now is against all logic. The Ukrainian population doesn't want to be captured and is putting up a fierce fight. In Kherson and Zaporizhia, the partisans are working very hard. Therefore, the assertion that Putin is the main enemy of Russia and Russians is based on Russian facts.